Could you allow yourself to have a comfortable position? Could you allow yourself to breathe slowly? Could you allow yourself to cool down a little bit, to relax as much as you can? Could you allow yourself to be here and now, in this moment, in your life, in your place? And all you have to do is to say yes, if you agree, of course. Would you allow yourself to relax a little bit more? So please say yes inside you. And remember to breathe. Would you allow yourself to relax a little bit more? Yes. And could you allow yourself to be just in this moment? Yes. Would you allow yourself to bring your attention inside you a little bit? Yes, if you agree. The best you can. So could you allow yourself to bring your attention inside you a little bit? Yes, the best you can. And could you allow yourself to have access at all your memories related to from your life, related to your life? Yes. Doesn't mean that maybe you don't know how to do it. Just say yes if you agree with this process. Would you allow yourself to be in contact with the images from your life, the significant ones from your life for this process? Just allow yourself to say yes. And could you allow yourself to review a little bit the list of so-called mistakes from your life? Would you allow yourself just to review from the first one to the last one, the list of your significant mistakes? And could you allow yourself, after this quick review, just to allow yourself to feel about these all mistakes from your life? Would you allow yourself to put your attention on what are you feeling about all these mistakes from your life? Yes. And could you allow yourself to feel this feeling inside you? Could you allow yourself to feel this guilt or shame inside you related to all these situations from your life? Just allow yourself to say yes. Could you allow yourself to feel this guilt or shame, or guilt and shame? And just say it. I am allowing myself to feel the guilt and shame. Yes. You need a little bit of courage for this, but this will be rewarded. Just allow yourself to repeat. I am allowing myself to feel guilt and shame about what happened in my life. Yes. And remember to breathe. And just allow yourself to say it again. I am allowing myself to feel guilt and shame about my life. So would you notice now that inside you there are some feelings that you can call guilt or shame? if you feel this inside you. Please just allow yourself to measure this on a scale from 0 to 10. What's the level of intensity of this guilt or shame? Just allow yourself to give an answer. Maybe it's a low one, 2 or 3, maybe it's a high one, 7, 8, 9 of guilt. Doesn't matter. Just allow yourself to be aware about this level of intensity of your feeling. And could you allow yourself now to start a dialogue with your inner feeling and just allow yourself to say yes. And just repeat about me, on me. I am bigger. Just allow yourself not to judge too much the words. Just allow yourself to say it. I am bigger. I am a whole and complete being. I have a body. I have an inner emotional space. I have an inner thoughts space, a mind. All these are mine. I have all this, and all these are inside me. So I am bigger than all this. Just allow yourself to repeat this. I am bigger than my body. I am bigger than my emotional space. I am bigger than my mind. I am bigger than my person also. Just allow yourself to repeat this. Try not to judge too much. Allow yourself to just repeat this. In my inner space, I am crossed by body feelings, emotions, and thoughts. All these body feelings, emotions, and thoughts are coming and going. I am bigger than all this because all these are inside me from time to time. So I am bigger. Just allow yourself to notice and to be aware that you are bigger than everything is happening inside you. And now is the time to speak, to have an inner dialogue with this feeling, the guilt and shame. So please look at this feeling inside you, guilt and shame, and allow yourself to start a little dialogue like this. I am bigger, say it. You, guilt or shame, you are a feeling inside me. Yes, guilt or shame. I can feel you and I can see you inside me right now. Yes. Just allow yourself to say this inside you. Yes, guilt or shame. I can feel you and I can see you inside me right now. Just allow yourself to be aware that this feeling is inside you and talk to this feeling. Yes, guilt and shame. I am aware about you. You are here inside me. I can feel you and I can see you inside me right now. And now allow yourself to be brave a little bit more. Look at this feeling, this guilt or shame, and putting aside your judgment, just tell to this feeling, I love you. I know that maybe it's not so easy, but just allow yourself to do it in order to see what's happening. Just allow yourself to talk to this guilt and say to this feeling, I love you, guilt. I love you, shame. I love you. It's like saying hello. Hello, I'm noticing that you are here. I love you. Just allow yourself to say, I love you. And again, I love you, guilt. I love you, shame. I just love you. And allow yourself to say to this feeling, I love you. And I let you go with a little bit of kindness. Say it again. I love you, guilt. I love you, shame. And I let you go. And remember the breath. I love you, guilt. I love you, shame. And I let you go. And allow yourself to say, I love you if you go, and I love you if you stay also. I love you anyway. I love you. And I let you go. And remember the breath slowly. And now please look again at your inner feeling. And please allow yourself to measure it again. What's now the level of your guilt and shame? Is the same? It's higher? It's less? How do you feel this? If you can still feel inside you this guilt and shame. So let's repeat this quickly. Say it again. I am bigger. You, guilt or shame. You are a feeling inside me. I can see you and I can feel you right now inside me. And just allow you to say it. I love you, guilt. I love you, shame. I love you. And I'll let you go. I love you and I let you go. I love you if you stay, and I love you if you go. I love you anyway. I love you and I let you go. And now allow yourself to make the second step. Please allow yourself to think again, to see again all your so-called mistakes from your life. Now the feeling of guilt and shame decreased. But look inside you if you can see the feeling of self-disapproval, so-called self-disapproval. I'm not good enough, I was wrong, I cannot do it, I'm not able to do it. All this, the name all of this is self-disapproval. Could you allow yourself to be in contact with the feeling of self-disapproval related to all so-called mistakes from your life? Just allow yourself to say yes. And could you allow yourself to feel this self-disapproval feeling? Yes. And now we're going to do things in a different way. I am addressing you a question, and all you have to do is to say yes. Doesn't mean if you are understanding what's happening or not. Could you let go this inner feeling of self-disapproval and just allow yourself to say yes? Would you let go this inner feeling of self-disapproval and just allow you to say yes? When? And just allow yourself to say now and breath. And could you let go self-disapproval? Yes. Would you? Yes. When? Now. And again, could you let go disapproving about yourself? Yes. Would you? Yes. When? Now. And just allow yourself to notice how do you feel right now. And could you give yourself a little bit of approval right now? No reason. Just allow yourself to say yes. And could you give yourself a little bit more approval right now? No reason. Just allow yourself to say yes. And could you give yourself a little bit more approval? Just because? Say yes. And could you give yourself a little bit love? No reason. Just allow yourself to say yes, And right now, only in this moment, could you give yourself a little bit more love just because? Yes. And could you give yourself a little bit more love? No reason. Only because, I don't know, today is Wednesday. Say yes. And could you give yourself more love in this moment, no reason? Yes. And could you allow yourself to feel now? What do you feel now inside? What's your main feeling? Do you feel a little bit of love inside you? Could you allow this inner feeling to get even bigger? Say yes. And could you allow this feeling to get even bigger than this? And just say yes. And could you allow yourself to feel even better than this? And just allow yourself to say yes. And could you allow yourself to feel even better than this? Yes. And just notice, be aware. What are you experiencing right now? How do you feel inside you? How are you? And just allow yourself to be aware. What is now, in this moment, your inner perception about your freedom? What's your level of freedom from 0 to 100% right now? There is a difference, so just enjoy it and just allow to come back. And thank you for participating in this exercise.